Friday evening, 5:10, corners. So I didn't even get to record an intro and obviously camera died. We've been using the spare battery. Obviously that wasn't charged. The camera's performance was kind of mirrored my own performance. I did about an hour or two. Clare was off picking up Ashton from his friend's house. So I was on my own and they're bringing home food. So I gave it just a little bit of time to think through what I wanted to do on the triangles. I'll show you. I have a 2x8 attached to the wall. And I'm also taking the 2x8 and attaching it to the rafter. What I'm thinking of doing is building a small kind of a stud on the inside to attach plasterboard. Packing it with 8 inches of insulation. I'm only putting 6 inches of insulation in the walls, but in the roof I'm putting 8 inches, so I think I'll just pack this area with 8 inches. And then I need something to attach battens at the back so we can put the cladding on the outside just to seal up this. I don't want to build the studs in 8x2s. It'll just be too heavy, and actually like this isn't really supported by anything other than loosely attached to the rafter. I mean, it's not just attached like that, to be honest. There is a 2x4 that's kind of like providing a butt joint on both of them. Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, that's as far as I got last night. I was happy with the fact that I can build a frame this way. There's just a couple of different angles. There's a couple of different, you know, there's 3 bits of wood up there now at different depths in relation to the roof. So I gotta maybe try to standardize that so I can attach the cladding. I think Claire wanted to give you an update as well. I'm just going to crack on with that basically. When I don't know, will she take the camera or will I, but you'll get a time lapse from one of us. As usual, I'm positive you'll enjoy it.
It's a lovely morning. Well, seems to be so far. I think it is meant to be a bit showery. I'll show you the view from the top of our roof, kitchen roof. I am up here. I was in my big minion jacket, but it was roasting, and actually it's really warm. But anyway, I am up here tackling this, which is the flashing that runs down the side of the kitchen roof and joins the gable end of the farmhouse. So this one, as you can see, kind of tucks in nicely into the wall. But here I have the flue to deal with underneath there. And even though it is quite straight and it's much easier than the bedroom one, which I hope I showed you the end of. Now I'm thinking about it, maybe I didn't. I'm really good at this. I start something, I think it's going really well, and then I don't show how it ends. But anyway, so yeah, there's the flue to kind of deal with here. So I've got to get that tucked in like I do. This second piece here I have tucked in really well, but this first piece is a bit difficult now. In fairness, I did this at 8 o'clock at night in the dark. So I'm hoping maybe I can get a better look at it this morning in the sun. We also have these electricity cables which aren't in a great position. However, I can kneel underneath them. Funnily enough, when we first said we wanted, you see the electricity cables run into those trees in the driveway, and we've asked for the ESB to remove those, and they said they will. Now it'll really open it up when they do, because they're going to have to take out about 8 of them in down the drive. But anyway, when we asked them about that, they came out to look and see what we were on about. And immediately they got up here on the roof and put this insulation around here so that when we're working on the house, yeah, they probably thought, oh my god, nut jobs, they're going to electrocute themselves. So they put this insulation around the wires so that when we were doing the roof, now actually they haven't bothered us at all, the wires. We've managed to get even the main roof on quite well. It's just kneeling here, you have to remember not to stand up. Yeah, because there's massive power cables above you. So that's what I'm doing. So I will show you the end result of this. I do not plan to drag this into tomorrow, and I just really need to get it done. I suppose I'll set you up here in the sun and you can have a look at a bit of a time lapse and see where we go. Using the angle grinder, I have grinded out a nice hole now, all the way down through. This actually pushes into it. You know, it doesn't look like it's sitting in it right now. Piece to slot my flashing into. So this is a bit of a mess here now because there's so much dust. So I need to clean this all out so that this sits properly on top of the roof piece, and then we can screw it in. So I'm going to do that now. So now I have it in, I'm going to screw in my screws. I want the screw to go into the ridge, which I know there's a ridge here and I know there's a ridge here from looking underneath. My line from my batten is here. So I'm going to screw down. Metal shavings underneath. Make sure it's clean. And there we go. And hopefully now I have to leave the top one because my fascia is going on and I'm not ready for that yet. So let's move down. Put the cap on. And my second one is... Where is my second one?
Shade to be closing this up, Clare.
Second one's here.
The sun coming through up here. Shame.
So my second one is here. So I'm just going to do that. Screw. It's not the screw I want. This is the screw. Again. There we go. Second one in. And it'll be great to see how dry this is downstairs when we've done it.
Hey Clare.
Yes.
Nail 2 nails in the top of this one for me, so you can go straight in this beam.
Just got to do a job for Rob.
Just straight across to the one above and this one. Good, yeah. Okie
Rob is trying to, I hate when I can't see you. Maybe it's on and I just can't. Oh man. Oh, there you are. Okay. So, Rob's just trying to finish off this triangle, which I think he may have already told you about. But, so yeah, we happen to be working side by side today.
These are not at a wonky angle. These are like 90 degree to the other one, which is like, I don't know, wonky degree to the roof. It was thought through, honest.
Right, so I've got one more. No, I have three more. 1, 2, 3, and then time for cement. Okay, so I'll just maybe put you here because you might see a bit better. I apologise if I'm really shit at putting this in the wrong place to see anything. I feel you will see things here. Okay, right. Where are we here? Flashing in the wall, and now I'm just going to mix up a small bit of cement, pop back up and cement it in. I have actually a sealant as well, a flashing sealant. I'm going to put a small bit under the flue, I think, just because I might be worried about that. Of course, this hole was where we had a window. This was a bathroom window, and that needs to also be cemented up, but that's for another day at the moment. We just want to try and get it watertight. So I'll make the cement and I'll pop back up. Okay, so I'm back in my minion jacket. It just absolutely poured down. Yeah, lots of blue sky with lots of kind of heavy rain clouds, especially, sorry, this is the mountain. Over this other side of the mountain is Bantry, and it's funny because sometimes we get lovely weather here and they get crap weather because the cloud gets stuck behind the mountain. And then sometimes it's the other way around. We get stuck with the crappy cloud that almost can't get over the mountain, and they get the sun. So I don't know what's happening there in Bantry now, but we are a bit cloudy. But then you can see sun. It's a funny old day. But anyway, it's a grand day for getting things done. Back in my waterproof pants. I've actually taken off my waterproof pants. Oh man. Because I was sweating from the sun, and now I've had to put them back on again. Anyway, right, done this. This is plastered up now, all screwed in. I got some of this. This is called roof and gutter sealant, and it's, the man in the shop said that it's good for flashing. So I've just popped a little piece under the flue. I don't know, I'm hoping that'll be okay. Look, I guess if we get any cracks, I'll be back up with my trusty Evo stick, if it works out to be trusty. So that's it. So now we can get the fascia on the front. Rob is actually brought up the pieces to finish off this triangle. We've two triangles obviously, and they're both the only part of the house now where there's water coming in. Not a lot of water actually, but enough to kind of be annoying. So yeah, so I'm gonna head back down now because he's lost his screws, and I'll go and see can I find them. Then I'll be back up because I have to nibble off this front before I can fit the fascia on. Rob wanted to measure that the larch would fit under the fascia, so we've done that now, so we know that it needs to come to here, and then my fascia will come out, the larch will fit up underneath because the whole of the kitchen will be larch cladded. And so yeah, this is just a bit difficult because I was doing it at night again, and to do all these things at night after work, I couldn't get through two together. Clearly the thing to do is lift one up slightly, I guess. if I can, like this, and nibble across. My nibble is ready. So I'm going to head back down and just see if he's okay and take all my bits and pieces away. Concrete bucket, and I'll be back.
So, Claire finishes her job, gives me the GoPro, which is covered in cement. Anyway, I'm not sure the best way to show what I'm up to, honestly. Jeez. I have a couple of things to do here. I will show them to you maybe one by one. The first thing is, you can see there's a bend in the corrugation there. I haven't secured the very final row because this building is at an angle, so that has to be cut first, then secured down. That's why there's a little bend, it's just sticking up a little bit. The second thing is, this is the batten right here that the fascia will attach to. So I want to cut the wood here. I want to cut it to size and attach that. Then I need to put a layer of Tyvek on this frame to secure the frame. Then I'm going to put a second layer of Tyvek just in case there's any water runoff up here from the roof. I want that to run down into the flashing we're going to put here. You can see some flashing there. And finally, I have some sheets of this corrugation cut in squares that I need to place up and, well, cut to triangle. I'm going to use the nibbler for that. I'm probably, it's a small space, I don't know where best to place you. I'll put you somewhere and put you on GoPro, put you on time lapse.
Okay, so it's Sunday morning and it's really, it looks lovely, but I think this is going to be short-lived. We just seem to get massive heavy showers all the time. We got a new hat. I would have to say this hat is thanks to our absolutely lovely neighbour Liz. She actually put me onto these hats. Obviously I'm sure you can get them everywhere, but she got one for Kira, my daughter, and then I decided I wanted one, so I went straight onto Amazon and picked this one up. It lights up, obviously, so when you're working outside at night it's brilliant, and it's quite bright actually, and then you charge it by USB. Look, I'm sure everybody already has one of these, but it's just a lifesaver when you're walking around in the dark here and you've no light. Also have a new addition, these knee pads, again off Amazon, an absolute lifesaver for the roof. My knees were starting to, they don't get stiffer and they just get sore from kneeling on them, and the corrugation is horrible to kneel on. And while we're there, I might as well mention I got a pair of, or Rob got me a pair of Caterpillar work boots, which are an absolute lifesaver as well. Steel toe caps and completely waterproof. And then to add to that, I got these waterproof pants. They're only just regatta, I think, yeah. And they are a lifesaver as well. And oh no, I thought I had a hole in them, but no, it just seems to be that we have to layer up now so much. It's just getting colder and colder, so layer up. I think I'm actually going to go in and put on my yellow jacket over this, because I already am feeling the cold. I've got a feeling it's going to absolutely lash again. So I'll take you up and just see show you where we got to yesterday. I'd be interested to see as well how it was. We got a little bit of rain last night and had done a lot of cementing and sealing, so I'm hoping that that's all okay, but I don't know, we'll have to go up and see. So I'll take you up and show you that. Alright, back up on the roof. Feel like I'm dressed for the Arctic again. Anyway, we finished up here yesterday. We got everything sealed and cemented, and we finished this triangle, which went really well. So we just have to recreate that now on the other side. We still need to we have to pin down the bottom of all the bottom and nibble off the ends, and also at the front we have to nibble off the ends. So I'm going to get going on that now, and we'll see how we go. Put you on time lapse for a little while. Okay. So I've just nibbled all the way along here, the front. It's not straight, but it doesn't necessarily need to be, because we have allowed for a 2x4 to be put up underneath, and then we have the outside larch. So actually where my fascia comes out at the end is where, where my flashing comes out at the end is where my fascia will start. So that will look a bit like this. Down for a second. So my fascia goes on the front like this. The larch will sit up underneath it from underneath. I'm just wondering now, maybe I have it the wrong way around. Yes, I do. That's me. I'm not a roofing specialist, but no, I'm trying. So sorry. Like this. So I think it should look like this. And you've got the lip underneath for the larch to go into. So that's as far as I can do there. And I know Rob wants to nibble off the back now as well, and I can hear him getting ready for that, so we'll pop down and finish that. Oh, I don't know why there's a funny thing in the middle of my screen, but anyway. Oh, it's like a bit of condensation. I mentioned my knee pads just earlier on. Prior to the knee pads, I was using a cushion. My knees they just sore from this, from kneeling on this, and you can't really stand up and screw these screws in or do anything up here really. Well, I prefer to crawl around on it, so I suppose I'm worse, but I just have to say how good these knee pads are. And we used to laugh at a guy called Jeremy off Good Simple Living, because he used to wear knee pads all the time. Now I see why. I love them. I think I could wear them even if I didn't have to be kneeling on something. I'm constantly I go down to kneel down, and then I look for my cushion and I realise, oh, I don't need my cushion. So yeah, they are the best knee pads in the world. I may have to mention that to the guys in Good Simple Living. Best purchase really. One of the best purchases. Anyway, that's the knee pads. This is the first time putting it on my head. Kind of figured it might work, but we'll see. Now, Rob's over here somewhere.
Why, hello there. Aren't you a little short for a roofer?
Ah, dear.
Can you reach these?
Yes.
This is quite the overhang. The roofer built of power. There should be more than 15, so you can fill your boots.
Okay.
You need to tape this bad boy up. I suppose I'll have to do a few of them actually, Clare.
Gloves under my gloves, just because it's so wet. Yeah. Surgical gloves under my gloves because they just get so cold when they're wet, and this roof is just wet. So we have to be prepared. But so sit down.
Actually, at the end of it there, Clare. You're ignoring me.
No. Right. Are we ready?
And fucking waiting.
Ooh, I should go skiing in these knee packs. ski off the end of the roof. Okay.
I do not advise it.
No.
Right, so we're going in this one, roundabouts here, right?
Is that the right one though?
Yeah, just mark it somehow that this is the one. I'm just gonna measure it.
I know, but Rob, wouldn't it be better to keep to the line that we normally do?
No, there's no batten there, so you have to now go.
Oh, right, okay. Okay.
So you're going in the middle of that one, so you go back, say 60. And about there. You want to just drill a hole in it, go in straight, and then I'll pull it down. I'll put it down first, so go.
Lovely.
That'll do, donkey.
Screw it up. You just wipe off the bits. You never got to see these bits before. When you were just... I mean the people watching on my head.
Yeah, but what do you mean by bits?
The bits of metal, because
right, the
we
shards.
say that the shards might...
Rust.
Well, Robin is research.
Robin! You say Robin when you disagree?
No, I said Rob. Oh, look! Hey, Clemmy! That's Clem, our cat. She was a stray, and we took her and her 3 kittens.
She keeps abandoning them.
But we had to home 2 of the kittens, but we kept 1, which is called Lost, which I think you probably have seen around the place. But Clem is lovely, and she's been neutered now. You can see her big scar, but she's going to be a lovely cat. She's a big cat, my big panther. Okay.
Actually, have you shown the roof and just explained how we do? And then this one's different. Did you explain why we've no battens and why I have to lean it down?
I didn't actually, no. So we've done this in such a way that these screws are obviously going in lines of where the battens are.
Battens being pieces of wood across.
Yeah, the battens that go across the tops of the rafters to hold the cladding on. And they went in really well on this roof. So this is about time, really. If you look across, you can see the
don't look across.
The little, actually it's pretty straight from here. That's the main roof. So we've got better at this as we've gone on, which I guess should be the case, really. So I feel this kitchen roof is better than any other one. But anyway, I suppose that's the practice. Right, we ready for the next one?
Yeah, but you didn't explain anything.
What did you want me to explain?
There's no batten here.
Okay, Rob wants you to know that there's no batten here, so we're going straight into the top of the...
Rafters.
Rafters.
And why are we doing that?
Because we want this curve to match. If you have a look along, we want the whole of the end of the roof to match in line at the same level, so that what?
So it looks nice for a start.
Yeah.
But then you just have one gutter that'll go the whole length, instead of having a low gutter at the house and 2 high ones at the extensions.
Yeah. So we're hoping this will be an easier job.
So what we didn't realise is that by bending it like this, you get a kind of an aerofoil shape. I think we'll show you in the back field, but I think it looks amazing because it looks like there's wings at the side of the house, like an airplane. It just comes down straight and a nice little curve down. So that's why I'm leaning here to pull the roof down. It doesn't necessarily want to go down then. There's hammering in a few nails. Right. Next one. What way do you want to go? What's wrong?
I can't get down that road.
What happened to her side? Oh, that's her heroin.
if you can just tell me where it is, where the thing is, then you can get down.
Well, what the fuck do you think we've been doing for the last half an hour?
Alright, watch the language. For the YouTube.
Our neighbours say it makes us more real, Clare.
That's true. Oh my god, back to the sun. Sun, sun, sun. Oh, Ash, mind your back, honey. Oh god, yeah, don't. Because we might be able to just use them here.
Really?
Or something, yeah.
Flower beds, I'd say.
You want to put on a jacket, Ash?
No, it's not.
Just to keep you warm, no? Okay.
I'd be sweating, Mum.
Right. So, I am inside for once. We are just taping up the windows for the window frames for the windows. Windows should be coming hopefully next week. So, he has just asked us to get them ready. So, we're just taping back or cutting the Tyvek back and folding it inwards, and then we're putting this tape, butyl tape, a sort of a double layer around it. The idea being that with this drop here that no water will come in. So that's what I'm doing for every window. So I'm going to start the big one next, and I'll pop you on time lapse.
I'll take you off time lapse. She's gone off for her cup of tea.